Alright. Welcome in, everyone. You are all amazing party people. How are we keeping? Hope everyone is having a grand old time. We are, as they say in the business, so back. So goddamn back. It's outrageous how back we are, given that we've had a nice 2-week break, chilling like villains. Relaxing, putting the old feets up. Cool. What a scrubbo. This is like an early DS3 tourney with locked on e-bolts. Holy moly. Let's get that. And I do believe both signs are in fact down. So I see Ando. We're just waiting for Vaughn to get his sign down. On my way? Yeah, no worries, brother. How are we keeping? So we're on the experimental. Don't worry, so did I. I logged back in and immediately backstepped off the edge of the tournament. Very GG's. Very, very pro. Wouldn't be the first time I've done it. Yo, Sifra. I love you. What's the command? Chal. Exclamation point Chal. I'll pin that now in a second. Actually, I can do that just now. Pin message. Oh my god, we're so advanced. There we go. Now we should be good. Exclamation point child is usually it. It's in the title. So yeah, yes, sir. Okay, cool beans. I type bracket like a dumbass. That is, honest to goodness, a very common issue, though, to be fair. Alright. It's weird. Alright. Well, Ando's sign just disappeared, so he's obviously replaced it. So we have Vaughn. I don't know where he's put the sign. Real quick. Just get him to replace it real quick. Here, we'll chance it. We'll just get Vaughn in right off the bat. I don't know why Ando's sign disappeared. That's a weird one. Here we have Vaughn in world. Just waiting on the Ando ran. He had the wrong physic. Ah, okay, no worries. Well, we're in no panic. We're starting just on time, pretty much, so we're all good. Another thing I'll be looking at is whether or not I actually... Because there are a few conditional rules on the rule set that I do want to look at before we host any big money tourneys. The current get-up is... the power level is an awful lot lower, and I fucking hate conditional rules with a burning passion. Don't like me. It's too late. We're going to make terrible fun of you now from here on out, Ando. That's how it works. I'm sorry you had to find out this way, bestie. But it's Jover. It's so Jover. So Jover. Alright. We have the Hall Axe here on the side of Andoran versus Vaughn of the False Variety in the far corner. Actually, let's be super technical here and make sure that we have this down. If I can find my telescope. Both players, we are at that 125 build. So, ladies and gentlemen, first round of the first round robin bracket back. Ladies and gents, in a 3, 2, 1. Go. As we are going to see the frost pot coming out here on the side of Ando. Looking here, we do see Vaughn using that bear claw by the looks of things, or if it's a beast claw, I can't quite tell. And I'm not sure if there's a sizable difference between as we have that off axe on as well as that run R2 comes out there from the side of Ondo, managing to get that anti-air coming out, goes for that run R1 there. On it is in fact the Beast Claw standing R1 there just to keep up that little bit of pressure. We do see the run attack there as Ondo manages to get the bang twang. Maybe he was the alt in the DS3 tourney the other day with those back twangs, as we are going to see that L1 coming out there. Good runaways coming out there from the side of Ondo. Going for that jump attack there once more. Another jump attack in for that run. But unfortunately, the off axe coming in clutch as that jump over the top in that run attack there, getting that. But unfortunately, our dear Ondo has gone stone hatchet mad. And the Vaughn takes an axe to the face. Yo. Chi-Cheese. Can we have some Chi-Cheese, besties? As Ondo takes the first stock. Yeah, the Beast Claws are weird. I still don't know what to think of them. They kind of confuse me just a little bit. Chi-Cheese. Chi-Cheese. Especially with their kind of weird, disjointed hurt box. When you're going for that attack, it can really catch people off guard. Is that Chi-Cheese? I love you. Is that what that means? I'm afraid I don't quite understand, but I'm guessing that's what it means. And we're learning here today, ladies and gentlemen. Chichisu. Another thing, so I'm looking at whether or not I bring in conditionals for PSTS and two-handed TS and leave the rest of them, but to be honest with you, why not just ban the fucking setup at that point? I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about it. I see the utility in conditional rules, but I'm kind of a little bit... I don't know, maybe I'm too DS3 brained and I don't have faith that people can read. That is a very common CS3 affliction. But either way, we have both of our players in and ready to go. Vaughn in the near corner this time. Ondo on the far. Crack on now at round 2. As we do have the physics here from both of our players. On to the ornamentals here from the side of Vaughn. Interesting. As we do see that L1, unfortunately it is going to whiff, but that backswing there from the side of Ondo into that run R2 is definitely going to be the play here. But that trade, actually I don't believe it did trade. I think that was a straight up interrupt, as you do see that jump over the top there. However, looking at that there, the backswing attempts now once more from the side of Ondo, as we do see that fancy moveset come in, but unfortunately it does seem as though Vaughn is quite low, as we see the rollout come out there. And looking at that, we do see the anti-chilly medication coming out here, as we do see the L1s coming out now from the side of Ondo, trying to get that backswing now once more, but that chilling mist over the top there, but the jump from Vaughn just about getting him out of danger. But the trade, Vaughn is very low into that roll catch there with the L1 on the side of Ondo with that off hatchet. Again, stone hatchet mad here once again, and that is Ondo taking another stock. 2-0. In the favor of Ondo, who did not run. Crazy, I know. And a Chi-Cheese. Once more, besties. Chinese is your mother tongue? Coolio. But yeah, a few other bits and pieces. The off-rack ban as well is kind of a little bit annoying, that it kind of deals with an awful lot of the DLC stuff is so bugged to high heavens. That is pretty bad, but I don't know. With the relative balance of the rule set as is, I feel that off-rack could just be a little bit too oppressive. Especially given that we've gone to that lower power level rule set. Halberds are quite strong now as well. Even without the flaming strike ban, off-axe of course being quite useful. Fists still have the cestus and the spiked cestus. I'm not sure if there's a tangible difference between the two, because I don't use fists. Yeah, but there's a bunch of things that we've changed. Why do you turn on when TT when summoning though? Well, you have to summon both people, no? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Doesn't matter. Alright, we have both players on. In the world, ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Ondo in the far corner on match point. Vaughn in the near. Ne point. Allez. As we are going to have both of our players going for their respective buffs. That ornamental buff as well. However, interestingly enough, we are going to see Vaughn not be frost procced there right off the bat, and in fact actually getting an opportunity to get the bolus off of there as well, which is going to be very, very useful. However, that off-axe just goes absolutely ham, and that run R2 is going to miss, but the run L1 comes out here now once more. Uh-oh, we do see that off-axe, and Vaughn is just not prepared as we see these rollouts coming out now, but I believe that was the Godskin Swaddling proc coming out there, as we do see this bestial roar come out here from the side of Ondo, trying to catch that run R2, but unfortunately Vaughn just rolled a little bit too late, as we do see those ornamentals do a substantial amount of damage there into the empty L1s there, left and right, but unfortunately Ondo earning his namesake and going for that run. However, Vaughn has had his tier gone. Late L1 comes out there, but that range is really going to struggle with it, as in L1 comes out there, stray L1. Are we going to see it, the run outs there as well from the side of Vaughn, but the hyper armor me when the armor is hyper. Look at that. Look at that cute little devil. Adorable. As we do see Ondo take the first stock. Very nice. Lovely. Lovely. Good shows. Good show. Good, jolly good show, I dare say. And a 3-0 sweep. Now, I'm going to need to copy and paste that name because, oh my lord, that is difficult. As we have Zoc versus Blue. There we go. Control S. Powerful. Versus Blue. Yabba-dee, yabba-die. Yabba-dee, yabba-die. There we go. Who is still not going to be Blue. Absolutely cursed. Truly. Blue versus Zoc? I don't know. That sounds like a slur. Blue. Go up, besties. Alright, there we go. They should add a blue sign, would be so good. Also, Owen Trilson, thank you so much for the raid. How was Doom treating you? I hope you're enjoying the game. I still have to play it. I have the first one. RSD, awesome. Just waiting for our newcomer. Just beat 2016 and it was pretty sick. That's what I've heard. I've heard some of the challenge runners and the montage people for those games are pretty insane. I saw Guns and Demons. That's no John. You are the demons. Here, I'm just going to wait for... Oh, that should be both signs down. Generally speaking, I like to wait for both signs to be down so I don't need to unsummon people. This generally works pretty good. Yeah, it's like Dishonored. An awful lot of like funny montage people have done some really cool shit in that game. Like memorizing spawns and stuff like that so they can just like make some really cool videos. I kind of like games like that. I'm guessing that that's suck. Okay, let me skedaddle over here so I'm no longer... Yeah, there we go. Alright. We have both of our players in. Yeah, there we go. We have Blue Noctara with that Sham Shear, which is another thing I am going to be keeping an eye on in this rule set. And Zoc in the far corner with the Gugs. Ladies and gentlemen. And a 3-2-1. LA. As we are going to see the physics now from both players. Blue here going for that nice little bit of lightning grease. And however, the magma grease here actually managing to land that Ash of War. I command thee kneel, and kneel they shall. As we do see that standing R1 there trying to get that hit. But the Sham Shear is just a little bit too strong. A little bit too fast in that recovery there, as we do see that attempt to CR1 there with the Gugs. Call back to an older meta, but the roll catches here into the trade. Holy moly. That is some damage. What the heck? Holy sheesh. Zoc taking the first stock. Jeez Louise. God damn. He had a wife and kids. Zoc, what the fuck, man? Alright, we have both of our players in. Oh, there we go. That man had a family, dude. What the heck? Let me just check. I've been on the wrong thing, so if YouTube chat has been talking, I didn't see you. Sorry, fams. Alright. We have our two Germans. Both this should be pretty low latency here. Alright, well we have Blue Noctara starting off with the bow. Onto the Halberd, which I'm not sure is necessary to the play here, but you know what? Halberd into Hyper Armor is very, very weak. Primarily because they can reaction trade with pretty much any aggressive option you have. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, the bolt is out. The players are going crazy. Drinking away as the Bestial Roar is going to land here. And I'm not sure what it is in the offhand there. It might be the off Cestus by the looks of things. As we do see a jump R2 come out there from the side of Blue Noctara, but it's not going to land. Trying to play off of possibly, I'm not sure if there's a true combo, but that's standing R1. But looking at that there, the roll catch there comes out into another roll catch. Into another roll catch. Blue Noctara going for the jump over the top there, actually managing to get it. However, the reaction rolls come out there. Gogs, however, another Bestial Roar is not going to land here, as we do see Zoc go in for that nice bit of aggression, but unfortunately the wave dashes aren't quite there, and Blue is able to roll with impunity as that off-axe comes out. The off-axe is going to be pretty brutal here, as we do see that rollout come out now from the side of Blue Noctara. Blue Noctara up against the wall now, but he manages to get away from it, as we see the attempted straight, but the roll catch comes through. Not a second time though, as we do see that swap over now into that red feather. The Bestial Roar there just to try and get that extra little bit of damage. A nice R2 as we see the swap over onto what seems to be Rokiers, I think. Is that Rokiers or S-Stock? That's S-Stock. Oh dear. As we do see now both sides sitting in. Oh, that R2! Alright, I do need to check with Zoc. That didn't hit? Yeah, I'm just reminding people that S-Stock is in fact banned. So technically that's a 2-0. It's just the first day of a rule change, so... It's the first day of a major rule change. Myself and Braun have talked about doing this for a while. Yeah, okay, kick it. Just making sure. Yeah. Just for, again... Sure not to use, please. There we go. So it is going to be 2-0. What rule change? I've banned Clean Rot, S-Stock, and Noble's S-Stock. Alright, we have Blue Noctara in. We're just waiting for that next sign, and we have both. Excellent. Generally speaking, it's safer just to make sure both signs appear before actually summoning in. Yeah, the reason why is we've banned stars, and I was kind of concerned as to the general meta. The whole vibe of the lower power level rule set is to be a little less oppressive in terms of the weapons. Shamshir's on the watch list, but I don't think it's really making that much of a difference. On PSN it might, just because the reactability of it is in question, but either way. We do have both of our players in and ready to go. Blue having a little bit of an early chug there, as we do see Zoc versus Blue. Both players ready to go, and on a 3-2-1. What could be match point here, ladies and gentlemen, as Blue Noctara has a little bit of catching up to do. But it is still within the bounds of possibility here, as we do see that rollout come out now. Zoc here forced into the far corner, as we do see the Earthshaker come out, but the jump over the top into that standing R1, but the off axe here coming in clutch, getting that nice little bit of damage. As we do see both players looking for that CR1 there. Good rollout now once more. As we do see that rollout now once more. Goes for that off axe hit there. Goes for another one. Into that trade and winning the trades by a fairly substantial margin, as Zoc is still very much in the lead. As we do see that CR1 into the trade. Into a sweep. GG's. Blue Noctara takes his first L. As it stands right now, I try to avoid conditionals whenever possible. So that means that it's just flat banned for the time being. I may look at it next week. Ugh. Conditionals fucking suck, dude. They're such a bad thing for the legibility and the bloat of a rule set. It really sucks. Like, there's already a few of them. And it pains me every one I have to add in. So... Alright, but either way, we have Jim versus Crowned. PVP. Crowned. There we go. Let me just ping the players. Jim. I also don't know what the story is. I don't know what the story is with PSTS currently. It's so I'm not really paying. I wanted to play Faith Build after watching me play it, but no PSTS. Still got to swap on Forge. Most players who are still using backhand blades aren't very good, especially if they're just spamming the Ash of War. Alright, we have our Gogs, and we're just waiting for Crown to get in. But yeah, there's a few bits and pieces. Crown is probably respecting right now. Yeah, it's no worries. Yep, excellent. Yeah, I'll probably add a conditional rule, at least for S-Stock. But again, I like to keep my rule set as lean as I possibly can, and a bunch of those conditionals just fill up space. And to the best? Ooh! I'll look at it. I didn't say I'd do it. I also don't know what the current meta is with it, to be honest with you. Crowned on Gogs. Interesting. Interesting. What's up, man? Good evening, good evening. We're just waiting for this other guy to get in. Is Crab banned? It currently is, yes. We have parity between rule sets currently. Although it is something I've broached the unbanning a bunch of those things over the last while to a few players, and they've said that they're not fond of the idea. Obviously for PSN it's a little bit different, but I keep parity between rule sets just because I can't be arsed having separate rules as of right now. There's a bunch of things in the PSN side of this rule set that are goofy as shit. Double Sacred Blade hits so fucking hard. Alright, hopefully I don't have to reset. Like, there are a bunch of things on this that are absolutely obscene. But there's no prize pools, and I don't have the time currently to do tournaments for PSN with prize pools as of right now. Maybe in future. But all that's contingent on community support and stuff. Nah, it does look as though we're having issues getting this dude in. Alright, cool. Welcome back into Mr. Streams. Yeah, the tourney, it's nice to have everyone back. Yeah, we're just gonna immediately reset world. I'm just gonna actually we'll just do this very quickly. Usually when stuff like this happens, it's just an issue of having to reset everything. Yeah, I might bring back Crab. I don't know. We'll have to see how FOC goes. I'll try summoning him first, crowned, and we'll see. It is Korea versus to EU, so it could be just an issue getting both of us in Worlds, so we'll see. Also, I did log the scores, didn't I? Yes, indeed I did. Yeah, it's good to be back. PlayStation is a funny console, but these fight nights are relatively chill. So I don't mind kind of shooting the shit with you guys while we wait for stuff to function. Thank you, From Software. I love you so much. Yo, GG's. GG's. Alright, I'll summon this other dude first and we'll see if that fixes the issue. Should do. Or we'll identify if there's a block involved, which there shouldn't be. If there is an issue with summoning and we just cannot get it to work, we'll just move on to the next round and we'll see if the players can fight amongst themselves. Again, with the distances involved... Oh my god! Holy sheesh! Alright, Crown King. Oh my lord. Now this is going to be quite a latent match. It is going to be UK versus Korea. Always nice to see parts of the Asian community. They're not... they're pretty underrepresented in the Western scene, so it's actually nice. I think the only other Korean player I'm very familiar with is actually... Was it King Shrimp? That dude was a fucking legend. DS3 player. CRISPR has regaled me with tales in the past of all of the exploits of that man. Yeah. Hello, Elomoto. Yeah, we're waiting now just to see. So we have some... King Shrimp was great. He was a great fucking player as well. A very, very good player. I think he did something like 3 tourneys in a day, and I think he won all 3 of them. If memory serves. We'll try one more time. I had a block! Oh, Lord. Yo, Chi-Chi's! Besties. Alright. Do have a little bit of latency involved here, but either way, we do have Jim in the far corner. Versus crowned PVP. British laggard versus the Korean laggard. We have both players in, ready to go, and the Gugs mirror. 3, 2, 1. Allez. As we do see the bolt. We do see the ghosty goops. Tries to go for that CR1 there. It is not going to land as we do see that run R1 coming out there. And we do see some rolls coming out here. Neither side is really going to be able to hit the other. Both sides are going to have to really play for trades here, which trading against hyper armor is not necessarily the play. Goes to that run R1. Crowned is going to take another little bit of damage, but that is going to be the poison proc going through, and the Crowned King is going to have to find that opportunity to get that extra little bit of damage. We do see that roll out now once more. Looking at that here, we are going to see Crowned go for that CR1. It's not going to land, however, he is going to walk directly into it. The trade into the tier being procced here. Goes for that nice bit of pressure. Crowned not having any of it, but that silly little backstab grab there is going to cost Crowned pretty badly, as we do see Crowned finally on the scoreboard there with 410 damage on the board. Managing to get that roll catch. Goes to that run R1. But Crowned takes another little bit of damage. And then there's going to be Gugs once more. Taking the W. GG's. Jim. Taking, I believe, his first tournament stock ever. Jeez. Alluvial, hello, friend. We are back. Toko, Don Toko. I don't have any Godfather music to play in the background when you come into chat, Toko. I'm sorry. That's gonna have to be a bit for another time, my friend. Escafrigid, sending good luck to participants and then fucking off to a better game. I understand how it is. Gotta do what you gotta do. Toko, we need you. I need a soundbite of you going, "Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family." Azure. Hello. Well, this is going well. Yeah, we're flying through. We just had one instance of someone having the other person blocked. Well, we're all going good. F was for family. Alright, ladies and gents, we have both of our players in. 3, 2, 1. Allay! As we continue on with our weeklies, we do see that little crouch forward here. Looking at that here, we do see that run R2 coming out there, trying to get that extra bit of a hit. But on Fork, bestie, no joy. As we do see Crown going for that CR1, it is not going to land. As we do see now these wave dashes come in here. Nice little block there. Oh, the strafe on that lat was tight. Holy moly. As we do see Crown try and get that extra little bit of damage here. We do see Interrupt there coming forward. And the Ogs into that roll catch. The lock-in is real. However, Crown is going to be low on that stamina. As we see the rollout come out there from the side of Crown now once more. Both players now chilling like villains here in this neutral. Neither side necessarily wanting to risk going forward into that nice little bit of pressure right off the bat there, but Crown trying to set up for that little bit of a trade. Into that attempted strafe, finally being punished. Into that interrupt. The spins. The Beyblades of PlayStation earning their namesake here, as we do see another little bit of a rollout coming out there once more. Into that attempted interrupt there once more. Trying to get that catch there from Kilo, but unfortunately we're having none of it as we see that run R1. Crowned electing to go for that roll catch there as opposed to a strafe or anything. Good rollout there from the side of Jim. Good rollout now once more. Both sides playing it into that run R1. It's not going to hit. And Crowned is going to take a little bit of damage. That jump attack over the top there is not going to land here, though. As Crowned is trying to get that roll catch, but alas, butthole, it is not going to happen. Tries to set up for that now as the poison is slowly but surely building up. And the pivot to end all pivots. It could also just be inexperience. Jim is a relatively new player. At least in terms of the competitive scene for the Western route. I believe this is his first tourney. And if people don't play a lot, I still remember fighting a certain someone who was very recently earned the privilege of being a laggard. Yeah, but tournaments are different with nerves and stuff like that, Azure. I like the reverse sweep anyway. God damn. As we see the coaching in chat. My word. The lock-in is real. Tourneys are a little bit different though. Alright. We have both of our players in. Jim in the far corner versus the Crowned King. And ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go on a 3-2-1. Let's get this show on the road. Match point for Jim. Crowned. Going for some ghosty goops to keep up that little bit of pressure, as we do see not even a ghost hit there from that one. As we see a trade coming out there. Crowned electing to go for the jump over the top there, but it's not going to work out for him. As we do see another ghost hit there to try and get that poison. And looking at that there, they're forcing that roll away now once more. Crown chilling like a villain here in this neutral. As we do see that whiff punish attempt here, just trying to get that extra bit of a poison. As we see the double roll coming out there at long last from the side of Crown King. As the ghost hits come out, going for that nice little bit of the wrong bolus. Famous last words, but not going to be punished for it. I'm not sure if boluses are even punishable on this lat, as Crowned takes another little bit of damage. We do see that nice little bit of a ghost hit come through there, trying to get up that poison. As we see that pressure, tries to go for the roll catch, but alas, it is not going to happen. Going for that nice bit of a trade there. Crown continuing to build up that poison slowly but surely. If he can wait out the boluses, both sides elect to go for their boluses. Keeping up that pressure, that attempted whiff punish there from Kilo, but alas, it is not going to happen as we see that run R2. And the panic rolls here, but they're not going to be punished from the side of Crowned. Looking at this here, we are going to see Jim here trying his very best to get a set up now once more. We do see those rollouts. Not able to make it. We do see those rolls there trying to bait out a bit of a mistake that we might be able to see punished. But alas, it's not going to happen. Both sides rolling around at the speed of sound. Nice little bit of pressure here. We do see that rollout now once more. Crowned almost managing to get that roll catch there. Just not going to happen here. As we do see the experience on dealing with that a little bit more. Crowned regretting that block list. As we do see the poison coming out here. And the bolus has been consumed into that trade. And that is going to be Jim Freak taking the stock. The 3-0. GG's. On this lat, things can happen if you're not used to fighting on it. For sure. 3-0. There we go. Alright, now we have Blue Noctara versus Jim. We'll keep the arena drama to a minimum, I think. Just a little bit. We've had our little bit of tea. I think we move swiftly on, folks. Personally. Vabav? Vibav? I think I'm saying that name correctly. Welcome in. Alright, now we have Blue Noctara versus Jim. Once more. So long as they don't do it in set and behave themselves, I don't give a rat's arse. As we have Blue Noctara, who is still not blue. Oh, you know I'm a fiend for tea, though, Azure. A tea fiend, if you will. Just waiting for Blue Noctara to get a sign down. And then after this round, we will have, as we will have it, see, it might be who is up. Then it's Crowned versus Vaughn, and then Ando versus Zoc. There are so many Germans in this tourney. EU shrunk, men. Also, Zura, I hope your studies are going well, bestie. The stress, you got this, bestie. Don't worry about it. Alright, well we have Zoc. Not Zoc. We have Jim versus Blue. Blue's in the far corner. Jim in the near. Alright, ladies and gents, both players are in on a 3, 2, 1. Ole. As we see the screams coming out here from the side of Blue Noctara. Screams in response from Jim. Looking at this here, we are going to see that good rollout comes out there from the side of Blue. Hardened as he is from PC Arena, as another bestial roar comes out there just to throw everyone off their game. But Blue is going to be hit there by just the very end of that ultra great sword. Good rollout comes out now. The halberd here is is going to be a very, very rough play. I think something like Shamshir that's going to be borderline unpunishable would be a much better option here from the side of Blue Noctara, as you do see the screams ringing out now once more. Jim here chilling in this long neutral, trying to force for trades, and Blue evidently listening to the PvPer, tries to go for that backswing there on the Shamshir with that really, really nice swap. Oh my god, as the jump R2 comes out into that backswing. Now that the off-axe is out now, which is actually a pretty smart move. Those jumps, the second one has landed. Tries to go for that backswing and is going to actually land there from the side of Blue, who resets the far side, possibly to reset the talismans. However, has to be careful about getting himself cornered. That backswing runs both ways as that backswing comes out. Not going to hit, though. But the spin slash, not knowing the LeBron roll to deal with that spinning slash, which is an unfork bestie memento. Most recent tech here developed by the R&D department over at Braun, the Terror of Mag, the GOAT Limited, as that run attack is going to land here as well. But that off-axe there with some serious range goes for that jump R2 over the top there. Blue not able to land. Both sides without their tears. You hate to see it, as I'm choking up here, folks. As that jump R1 comes out, goes for that run R1, not able to land it here, as we do see a rollout coming out now from the side of Jim, who's looking to be trying to force those trades here. A jump R2 comes out, not going to land. Blue in shambles! Misses the roll. And Jim takes the stock. 1-0. In the favor of Jim. He's listening to the commentary team. Disgraceful. If you can leverage... I mean, off-dag here would actually be pretty good into the hyper armor as well. But then you're 90% using the off-dag. And with Jim trying to play for trades, which is the smart thing to do on this latency... Which is the very, very smart thing to do on this latency. It's not necessarily a terrible idea. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll slowly but surely see as both players feel out the latencies, figure it out. Alright, Blue Noctara. Of course, after this, it is going to be Crown versus Vaughn. USA versus UK. The classic matchup. This is what I get for being out of the loop. They actually bully me with whip off dag. My man out here asking to be bullied. Y'all do it. What y'all do on your own time is your own business, my friends. But either way, we do have both of our players in. Both players are in. And ladies and gents, in a 3, 2, 1. Allez. As the bolt is out. The physics are drunk. And both players are chilling like villains. As we do see the Beyblades of PSN doing their damnedest. And this here we do see the tally swaps coming out now from the side of Jim. Oh, misses that roll though. Unfork into a trade. Jim going for this trade playstyle and it's working. Possibly had the opportunity to go for another one there. Blue Natera being a little bit overly enthusiastic about the mash as that run R2, my beloved, comes out on that halberd. But that backswing is not going to work. And Blue gets the axe. Jim taking the second stock. Wowzers. Unfork bestie. Unfork bestie. Alright, let me catch up with everything. Yeah, all seems to be in order. Alright. Round 3. Match point here for Jim. Can Blue claw it back? These are questions. And we will find out the answer in but a moment. Here we go. Nice. Alright then. Both players are in. Both players are ready. And ladies and gents, match point for Jim as the bows come out. Both players are now good to go. Ladies and gents, in a 3, 2, 1. LA as my voice breaks. You hate to see it. As we do see now, both players chilling like villains here in this neutral. Blue Noctara goes for that rollout now once more. Goes for a running attack. It's not going to happen. Run R2. Jump R2. Trying to get that interrupt. Not really trusting the reactions. Another running attack there to get that interrupt. Good rollout now once more. As the Germans are going wild in chat right now. Good neutral here has developed, but that run R1 is going to come out now. Another run R1 there from the side of Blue. It's not going to hit. As they're off to the races now, we do see these constant threats here of going for those run R1s, but that jump R1 comes out over the top. But look at that. The follow-up there called out as Blue Noctara is going to try and go for that backswing. It's not going to work, though. Jump R2 over the top there. Beautiful spacing here from the side of Blue Noctara, who's just trying to get those jump R2s out into that follow-up, but has been called out for it again into that roll catch. That's going to be Jim Freak taking the stock once more. On a roll here, ladies and gentlemen. My word. Alright. Marking down the score. 3-0. Once more. Excellent, excellent. Look at this now. It's Crowned King versus Vaughn. The false Vaughn, if you will. I wonder where the real one is. Vaughn. There we go. See whose signs are down. We might have both of them, actually. Crown King. No. GG's. Let me just at Vaughn real quick. Alright. Sign down. Excellent. Alright. Both players are getting in and getting ready. And midway through the next round, we will take a very quick break. Not this coming round. In the Jim Freak versus Ando, we'll take a break before that match. But we do have both of our players. Is that crowned? It is the Crowned King. Yes, indeed it is. And either way, crowned versus Vaughn. Vaughn in the far corner, crowned in the near. Ladies and gents, in a 3, 2, 1. LA. As we are going to see the physics here as the Patas are out. Going for the ghosty goops here to try and throw Vaughn off of his game. And the Sword of Light managing to get some nice tasty damage. But the spin slash comes out here on the side of Vaughn. Oh, but the hyper armor trade there into the Earth Steel. Managing to get that last hit into that Earth Steel. The trade comes through. Sacred Blade. Earth Steel is a little bit brutal on PSN. Who'd have thunk it? Very, very nice. Alright, we have one player sign that. Expose him. Earth Steel. Earth Steel's so fucking fun, dude. Earth Steel off Wacky is like a legitimately good setup. I love it. It struggles a little bit into hyper armor, but with those R2 buffs, now it's brutal. Because you have like the really fast cancel window on the L1 and the R1. And if they do try to strafe the R2, you end up just getting chipped down for some pretty serious damage. Even without the Sacred Blade buffs, it's pretty obscene. Because you have a very, very fast... Well, if you have Poise Chip and you have the ability to use Poise Chip, it's pretty brutal. But either way, we have both of our players in. Round 2, Crown King is 1-0 versus Vaughn, the false one. The real one would win. As we do see the Ghosty Goops out now once more, trying to get that extra little bit of damage. As we do see the double Pata coming out here. The Sword of Light comes out there to try and get that extra little bit of a damage buff. Onto the Twin Blades. Into that Sacred Blade. Into that. Nice little bit of chip damage there. The Offak's going to go for a little bit of the old. Oh my lord, that is damage. Into that run R2, into the Offaks, into the R2 again, a little bit of a trade. But if you don't strafe that R2, you are in for a world of hurt as Crown takes another stock. Dear Lord, bless us with your holy antlers. Twin Blade, of course, playing off of that Poise Chip is a brutal affair. However, Hyper Armor does reset that Poise Chip. Holy Light, best to it. Yeah, and you get the... How much extra... What's the actual number crowned off of the buff off of the Sword of Light? I actually forget off the top of my head. Something stupid. Yeah, ever fucking Dentley. 20%? Jesus fucking Christ. I think you double stack the tallies on that one. Did they ever fix the liver? Or is the Holy Liver still utterly bugged? I might allow Holy Liver, that would be funny. Varcall, yes, it's still bugged. That's fucking hysterical. Holy shit. I love FromSoft, man. Alright. Both of our players in. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show on the road. On a 3, 2, 1, LA. I wonder if Crown is going Opaline here. Oh, the Spin Slash comes out. Into that R2, into a nice tasty amount of damage. But look at that, the attempt to jump over the top there. Oh, the Sacred Blade is out! Into the Earth Steel, doing some serious damage. Into the back swing! But unfortunately, the mash-off was going to be won by Crown here. And that is going to be Crown King, taking the W. GG's. Fast sets. Alright. Crowned with the 3-0 sweep. Ondo. Next. Sadly, Sacred Blade plus 60 Vigor equals 10 second fight. Yeah, I did say at the start that Sacred Blade was one of the things that if I was to introduce a PlayStation rule set, that would be like the first thing to go. Probably Red Feather as well. Few other kind of damage buffs that I think are kind of a little bit obscene on this platform, but thanks to Michael Zaki, it at the very least gives a reflection of what most people are playing. So Ondo, I need to copy that name again. Did I do it? Yeah, we did. Let's go. There's a reason I want to ban Holy Light with Holy Physic. Unhealthy on PSN. Yeah, and that's the thing. Vaughn. I think for next week we will actually add in a few extra changes. Just like as an addendum at the end of the Endocord rule set thing. Will you undergo the straw that broke the camel's back? Well, it's the thing is that an awful lot of people don't really exploit rule sets. I think Rob used the funny axe the last one we did, and I had absolutely no idea that was broken, because I think I fought it all of twice, and it was very, very underwhelming in my experience, mostly because the moveset is doo-doo. Who am I looking for? I'm at X. You up. I think that there's certain things that do need to be changed for PSN. Red finger down. Alright, so that should be... Oh, that is you. Ondo. Not Ondo. The checks. Ripple Axe. I had no idea it was as silly as it was. Alright. I will say it is quite nice to see people actually read the rule set in an unusual turn of events. Not used to it for Elden Ring tourneys. Yeah, there's a few things. There's a few things I always leave in to show how busted they are for a laugh. Like, we had con legal for a couple of tourneys, mostly because I have an awful sense of humor. How many holding soul masses are you allowing in this tourney? I'll allow 3 as a treat, but they take away their count as 5 E-bolts. So therefore it's gone still. Also, I don't even care about the rule set for that fucking tourney. That shit was fucking peak, dude. I had so much fun. Hammered as I was by the end of it. Either way, we have both of our contestants in and ready to go. On 3, 2, 1. LA. There we go. We do see the chili pots come out here from the side of Ondo, as both of our German laggard friends, not laggards to each other in an unusual turn of events, doing their best. We do see nice little bit of an interrupt there comes out from the side of Ondo. Risky business though, considering he can risk that trade. And oh me oh my, does that Uggs want to trade with that run R1 from a Halberd. But we do see the wall bounce attempt there from the side of the Bestial Roars, managing to get the interrupts there as Ondo just goes to town. Stone Hatchet. Mad here he is. As we do see the magma continuing to be poured on. Probably not good for the blade. I definitely recommend looking at that. As we do see the true combo, but Ondo getting anti-aired as we do see the stomp. The angry. Further ruining his blade here. Absolutely terrible. Appalling. But either way, we have both of our players in. And Ondo is the only one to come out. Crazy. GG's. Ondo takes a stock. Used in comp? I think Montage has used Command the Kneel to hilarious effect a couple of times. The Earthshaker, yeah, I can't keep forgetting the name of it. Because there's the other one that looks almost identical to it that's called I Command Thee Kneel. Darcy used it a lot. Pretty sure. Darcy used Stamp Sweep and Stamp Uppercut an awful lot. As like a mix. The mix potential, dude. Now, Command Thee Kneel is a multi-hit? Yeah, because you have the axe comes down and then you have the Earthshaker effect. Yeah, but Darcy's cool because she uses weird shit. Being an off-meta Cope Lord can be forgiven in that instance. Because there's a lot of weird shit that's used. Which is quite nice. Oh, are we having some issues? Hyper Armor Crutcher for real on God. IMO TBH. Unable to summon adversary. I'll try one more time and then I'm just going to disconnect from the world. Use whatever the hell you want, my friend. These are generally pretty... These tourneys are pretty chill. So, oh, we actually got them in. Nice. Alright. Alright. Ondo 1. Zoc Nihil. Ladies and gents, in a 3, 2, 1. Allez, as we are going to see the physics. Ondo going for the cheeky Frostpot to bring it out. But... the Beak Club, the Chicken Stick, the Breadsticks from Olive Garden, in their finest, as we do see that attempt to hyper armor trade there, which is probably not the play here. We do see Ondo managing to get that roll out there, very, very nice, as the Bestial Roar comes out there just to try and get up that extra little bit of pressure from neutral. But Golden Land into the Frostpot. And we see that attempt now to punish, not actually in position to do it, as we see another Frostpot come out here from the side of Ondo, electing to try and get that punish, but look at that, the latency is so low. He's able to roll out of it, as Ondo manages to go Stone Hatchet Mad now once more. In a run attack there to try and get that counter in, but unfortunately risking that trade in, but I'm not sure if Zoc would actually want to trade here, especially given he's as low as he is. We're basically a couple of hits away here from a GGWP. Shake the hand. Ondo is toxic after all, he would say that. 100%. As we do see now both players chilling out. We do see that jumping over the top there, but not electing to take it. And the screams of defiance coming out here from the side of Ondo. And that's got to be one Bestial Roar. As we do see that roll out there, Ondo nearly going over the edge. But look at that, the pre-spacing out there, worried as he is about getting that hit there. As we do see Zoc there trying desperately to get it. That's 2 Bestial Roars into the Frostproc to finish it out. And it's going to be G9 winning. Wow. Good tournament. That's not very nice! Ondo! I didn't mean it, bestie! I only said you were toxic. Sorry. Sorry for disrespect, banned from all future events for being a shitter. Alright. I was so excited. Aha. Aha. I'm waiting for the Ondo Exposer arc now. That's what I'm waiting for. So BM. Is emote goated? It's a good emote. Some good business tech. Alright, well that's 2-0 in the favor of Ando Run. Is Sacred? Yes, very playable. In fact, it might be borderline broken on this rule set on PSN. Either way, we have both of our players in. Ando, 2. Zuck. Nihil. And away we go! As we do see now both players, we do see the chili pot coming out now once more. Chili Nyandalier pot even, as we do see that attempt to punish there with the axe. And we are going to see that was very close. One bestial roar would have been enough, as Ando just isn't in a position to actually get the punish there. Goes for that off axe there. He's quite worried, but looking at that there, as the swings into that jump R2 again. Getting that frost proc there as well. Is Ando going to get the roar? He does! The punish that he's been looking for this entire set comes out. Into the screams, getting an extra little bit of damage, but the Earthshaker is not going to be able to land. Into that nasty trade, 528 damage, but the jumps over the top. Into that attempted back swing. The screams. Good roll out there comes out from the side of Ando. Tries to go for that halberd hit. And the screams to finish it out. The tourney host homie. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ando, he is streaming his POV so you can watch back the matches and then coach him. Not that he needs it, obviously, because he's too pro. Because it's a reference to a DS3 player called What Value, who, in friendlies, would just frequently go, whenever he hits you, Max swing at her. That's the reference, folks. I hope that helps. It's a very, very good player. Back swing at her. Very, very talented sword and board one trick. And of course, lest we forget, and he's 61.49. Also the reference to the 62 FPS counter that I have on my screen as well. Crowned. Alright, let's get this next set on the go. Crowned PVP, formerly known as Crowned King. Voices, Blue Noctara. And yeah, that should be sub 20 ping. It's like myself and Kami Azure. Let me just add Blue Noctara. Well, Piercing Fang, so here's the funny part. Piercing Fang is one of those things that is a genuinely good mix on a KGS. It's just a shame that it's a KGS. Also, that fucking tourney was so peak the other day. I don't know if anyone fancies watching DS3.